Shri Mataji, you are all welcome to our morning meditation. Shri Mataji, please, let us during this meditation allow us to enjoy your love in the form of vibration. Please join all our kundalinis during the meditation with those of the people all over the world who are at your lotus feet now in meditation. Jai Shri Mataji. Today we are going to worship Sri Rama. We have to worship him every day because he is the one who gives us the perfect conduct in society, in family, everywhere where we are. So first of all, let us put our attention on our heart. And in our Sahasrara. And with full devotion, let us bow down in front of Shri Mataji, raise our kundalinis, and protect us with Bandhan. Now, let us recite the 3 Mahamantras. When we recite the 3 Mahamantras, we are going to keep our attention in Sahasrara, at the body.
Navami Sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Mahasaraswati Mahakali Trigunatmika Kundalini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrar Swamini Moksha Pradayini Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha
We keep our attention in our Muladhara chakra, trying to feel the bliss of the purity residing inside it. And feeling how this purity spreads throughout our subtle system. We become purer and purer. And while we become purer, the darkness of negativity is completely removed. Let us feel that we are light and pure. And now, with this pure heart, let us listen to Shri Mataji's divine words. Keeping our attention on our right heart, where we have the treasure of the two deities, Sri Sita and Sri Rama, and also the attention in Sahasrara. So let us try to connect them while listening to their talk.
Should be given up by surgery. You have to be very much there, absolutely there, between all of them. But something you should be rare, a different type, a unique personality. You have to be there with all these things that are going on. Now, people are frightened, Even of Sahajogis, they are frightened of Sahajogis. They see somebody negative, oh, this thing, that. Take a fight with that person. Take a fight. How could you dare do this, such a thing? You are a Sahajogi, come up. What do you mean by this? You have to fight it. As long as possible, you should try to salvage a person, talk to him in that manner. The other side of it is that when they come to you, then there has to be a kind of a tremendous sincerity. If you are doing with that sincerity, people will know you are doing with sincerity. When you talk to a person, they should know that sincerity, your heart is there. For example, you may talk to that person very sweetly, but your heart may not be there, and the person might think, oh, he's just seeking elections. All right? But if you talk to someone with a sincerity, you say, how could you do such a thing? Can't you see yourself? Can't you work it out? That's what it is. You are here for that. Now, in saying so, your sincerity, which is coming from your heart, is to be seen. And that's what is Sri Rama's character is. That he was on the right side of the heart. Means the heart put to activity. Do you understand that? Where Kabira has said, Mana mamata ko thira kar lao. I will make my compassion of my heart, mana, from my heart, compassion, make it steady. Or pacha hi tattva milau, and put them into 5 elements. See, in the same way, when you are in the left heart, that's your sincerity. It's your heartfelt thing. But the heartfelt thing, what's the use? You see, there are many Sahajogis who really feel this world is horrible and something must be done, Sahajoga must be brought in. But how many of you are really putting that to action? Absolutely into action. Without that, your Rama's Tattva cannot be improved. Rama's Tattva is only improved when you put all the things into action that exactly Shri Rama did. So in the ascent of man, when he came up to Rama's place, the advent of Rama was not in the center but on the right hand side. He moved aside. So much so that he forgot about his past. It's never mentioned that he is an incarnation. He never told his father, he never told his mother, he never told anybody that he was an incarnation. Of course, it was evident that he was. His brother knew about it. Now he had 2 brothers, very interesting. I mean, he had other brothers also, but Bharat and another was Lakshmana. These were 2 brothers were with him. Now they show the 2 sides of a human being. One was Lakshmana, and he was that fiery type, you see. He couldn't bear anybody misbehaving towards Rama. He couldn't bear anybody talking in a very mundane type to Sri Rama. And he used to get so angry with all these people that he would just come out like a big thunderbolt on anybody who tried to say anything about Sri Rama. Even Parshurama, who was there, a contemporary incarnation of Sri Rama himself was Parshurama. It's a very interesting story about that. But he could not bear Parshurama in any way is the Shesha, as they call it, the serpent which sleeps in the Bhavasagara, on which Sri Vishnu rests. The same Shesha had taken birth as Sri Lakshmana. Now for a Western mind, you see, to them snakes are sort of, if you talk about snakes, for them only they know the Adam and Eve snake, that's all, they don't understand anything. And they can't understand why people worship snakes. You see, snakes are like cobra and all that, they are like the kings, you see, they are the kings of the underground. And Shesha is the one who supports the whole universe. So this Shesha is worshipped, as the cobras are worshipped in many villages in India, even today. You see, because they don't trouble anyone. Because they are like deities, are worshipped in India. And they don't sometimes they do, but mostly they do not bite a good religious man. There's a story of Sainath, where a what do you call it, snake charmer was given a lot of money just to kill Sri Sainath. And he, because Sainath used to in the night suddenly go up to his own swing he had made about 30 feet above the ground. God knows. Nobody knew how he used to go there, but they would find him sleeping up there. So the snake was taken by this snake charmer, and he put the snake onto Sainath. And the snake went there, and Sainath talked to him. And he said, "Oh God, you've come here to meet me after such a long time. And what is your job?" He said, "This horrible snake charmer has asked me to bite you. So I've come to tell you, be careful about these people." This snake charmer was looking with amazement that she was talking to him. He said, "All right, you go now." He talked to him. These are age-old snakes, you see. So the snake went and bit the but then he came down, you see, from his thing, and he sucked his poison and threw it. Because after all, you see, he said the snake is angry with you because he tried such a trick. So he sucked him. That's compassion. That's compassion. And he sucked his venom out, and the fellow was completely changed. And he said, "Now I'm going to announce it to all the people what these Brahmins tried to kill, that they wanted to kill Sri Sainath. And for why? Why were they so frightened of this man? He used to live outside the village, and they were so frightened of him because they were doing all wrong things in the name of God. So they were all frightened that they will be exposed. So this is what it is, that he sleeps on the Shesha. And Shesha is the one who is sometimes expressed in Sahajogis, I've seen, as anger, when you try to be non-protocolish, or when you try to be funny, or you don't behave yourself. That's the Shesha in them. That is also sometimes needed. You have to be a Shesha sometimes, because otherwise people will start misbehaving, and by that they will be harmed. Not that I will be harmed, but they will be harmed. So that kind of temperament is also needed. But the other one is very interesting, is that of Bharata, the brother. He showed how Sri Rama bestowed the kingdom to him because of his mother's agitation. And he didn't know what to do. So because he went back to Rama and he said, "I to take back your kingdom, I don't want anything. You are the one who should govern. Why should I have it?" So Rama said, "All right, you just be there in charge of the kingdom. I have to obey my father. I have to obey my mother because I have given them a promise." So Sri Rama's another great quality was, once given a promise, is to be kept. This is another quality we have to have, that if you have promised anything, you have to keep it. If you have said, "I will do this," you must do it. You should not find out excuses to avoid it. It's absolutely an anti-God activity to avoid doing things that you have promised. Your deities will never be happy. You must see that whatever you have promised, you must do. Now, when Bharata was sent back by him, he said, all right, give me your sandals, which I'll take there and I'll use them as if that's a symbol of you being there. And he put those sandals on the throne and he ruled that kingdom and looked after Bharata. Though he was, when he was going to see Rama, then Lakshmana saw him coming and he said, look at this, he's coming here to invade you now. He has thrown you out of the kingdom and now he's coming to invade you. So this is also I've seen among Sahaja Yogis is there. That the Sahaja Yogis who are like Shesha cannot see also the goodness of other Sahaja Yogis who are very good people, extremely sacrificing, nice people, but their intentions are not understood or misunderstood, which is a very sad thing. You must see the intentions of another type of people also, who may not be so hot-tempered, may not be so much angry, but their intentions are very good. They have come actually to ask for the sandals of Sri Ram. So among these two type of people I have seen, there is always a bit misunderstanding going on. So both the types of people should try to understand that we both are needed for Sahaja Yoga. I cannot only do with one type of people. We have to have both type of people who look after both the styles of the thing. But when you are dealing with others, one should go as one. For example, if a person is, say, coming to Caxton Hall and he says something, then you should weigh it whether he's a new one or an old one. If he's a new one, then you must show all gentleness, kindness, all kinds of exterior things which will please him. The reason is he's not a realized soul. He doesn't see your subtle thing. What he sees is what you are outside. How you are dressed, how you talk to them, how you behave towards them. All these things they see first. They don't see what you have got inside. They can't see your heart. They can't feel your vibrations. So you have to be very kind to them. You have to be very sweet to them. I received a letter from someone saying that the Sahaja Yogis have been very, very rude to me and have been angry. Like the other day, somebody came who was sitting at the back. They are trying to salvage the, what you call, the people who are lost by the cults or whatever it is. You are sitting at the back and when I said come forward, and he didn't come, so you said you get out. You should not say, let me say. That time you should keep quiet. Nobody should say get out if you are not going. Because, you see, the thing is, if you say we don't care for people who are not humble, then they are going to be lost in any case. Let us give them a fair chance. Let us give them a
Shri Mataji. Shri Mataji, please put sincerity in my heart so that I really sincerely can worship Sri Rama and Sri Sita inside. Keeping the attention on our right heart, connected to our Sahasrara, let us meditate in silence to absorb the vibrations of this wonderful talk. We can also feel that we can join the sincerity in our left heart with the honesty of the right heart in the center, which is Brahmarandra, the center of our Sahasrara. And we can balance the two sides, left and right, sincerity and honesty in our Sahasrara. And from here to spread it all over the world. So the whole world, the whole humanity becomes sincere and honest in the search of the divine bliss. Let us meditate on this. We feel that we become stronger in Sahasrara, stronger in sincerity and compassionate action from our right heart. In silence. And we are more and more peaceful in Sahasrara. Our Sahasrara opens widely. We are aware of that. The compassion from our left heart and the gentleness of the right heart join in our widely open Sahasrara and cover and penetrate the whole world. And we merge into the ocean of our Sahasrara. We are aware of that. We become one in Sahasrara. By the blessings of Shri Mataji. In this widely open Sahasrara, let us place the names of our Lord Sri Rama to allow the power of Sri Rama's quality spread and penetrate the whole world through our joint Sahasraras.
The names of Sri Rama are Ram, the one who gives joy. Oh, Shri Ram, Dasharat, the son of Dasharat. Darshanati Shura, courageous. Om Shri Shura Lakshmananujjana, the one who served Shri Lakshmana. Om Shri Lakshmananujjana, Bali, the one who is mighty and strong. Om Shri Bali Namaha. Kakutstha, the descendant of Shri Kakutstha. Om Shri Kakutstha Namaha. Purusha, the one who is a great man. Om Shri Purusha Namaha. Purna, the one who is the Purna Brahma, the entire universe. Om Shri Purna Namaha. Kausalya, the son of Kausalya. Om Shri Kausalya Uttama, the highest of the Raghu dynasty. Om Shri Raghuttama Vedanta Vedya, the one who is known through the knowledge of Vedanta. Om Shri Vedanta Vedya Namaha. Yagnesha, the Lord of Hawaii. Om Shri Yagnesha Namaha. Purana Purushottama, the ancient ideal human. Om Shri Purana Purushottama Namaha. Janaki Vallabha, loved by Shri Sita. Om Shri Janaki Vallabha Namaha. Shriman, the one who possesses everything. Om Shri Shriman, the Akrameya Parakrama, the warrior without equal. Om Shri Akrameya Parakrama. There is no doubt that one who takes these names of Shri Ram receives the highest form of blessing from Shri Ram, higher even than those of the Ashwamedha Havan. One who prays to Shri Ram, whose skin is as dark as the blood of God, whose eyes are like the lotus, and wears yellow garments. Through the divine power of his 16 names, is freed from the bondage of sin and death. Shri Rama, who is Lakshmana Purvaja, the elder brother of Shri Lakshmana. Raghuvara, the highest of the Raghu dynasty. Sitapati, the husband of Shri Sita. Sundara, who is very handsome. Kakutstha, the descendant of Shri Kakutstha. Karunarnava, the ocean of compassion. Munaniti, who abounds with good qualities. Priya, who loves realized souls. Dharmakam, who is righteous and dharmic. Rajendra, who is the king of kings. Satyasandha, the lover of truth. Dasaratha Tanaya, the son of Dasaratha. Shyamana, whose skin is dark. Shantamurti, whose personality is peaceful. Loka Kirama, who gives joy to others. Raghu Kulatilika, who decorates the Raghu dynasty like kumkum on the forehead. Raghava, who belongs to the Raghu dynasty. Ravana, who is the enemy of Ravana. We bow to Shri Rama, the husband of Shri Sita, who is also known as Rama'S, the one who is auspicious joy. Ramachandra, the one who is joyful like the full moon. Vedas, God the Creator. Raghunatha, the Lord of the Raghu dynasty. And Natha, the Lord. O Shri Rama, who is the sign of the Raghu dynasty, who is the elder brother of Bharata, who is terrifying in battle, be our protector. We worship the feet of Shri Ramachandra in our heart. Through our songs and prayers, we pray Sri Ramachandra. We bow at the feet of Sri Ramachandra. We surrender at the feet of Sri Ramachandra. Sri Ram is our brother and our father. He is our Lord and our friend. So also the ever-compassionate Sri Rama is everything to us, and we know nothing else at all. We bow to Sri Raghunandana, on whose right side is Sri Lakshmana, and on whose left is King Janaka's daughter Sri Sita. And before him is Sri Hanuman, the son of Maruta, the wind. Sri Ram, who gives joy to everybody, who fights courageously on the battlefield, whose eyes are like the lotus, who is the greatest of the Ragu dynasty, and who is the compassionate Lord. We surrender to him. Sri Hanuman, who flies in the sky with the speed of thought, who is as swift as the wind, who has mastered and controls his sense organs, who is the most intelligent of all, who is the chief of the monkeys, who is the son of the Lord of the wind, and who is the messenger of Sri Ram. We surrender to you. We bow to Sage Wiley, who like a cuckoo sits on a tree of poetry singing Ram, Ram, melodiously in a beautiful voice. Sri Ram, who is the destroyer of all our troubles, who gives wealth, and who gives joy to the people. We bow to you again and again. When we sing Ram, Ram heartily and worship Sri Ram, it burns away the seeds of worldly problems, makes us the weakness, gives us material well-being, and frightens the messengers of Sri Yama, the god of death. We worship the husband of Sri Sita, Sri Rama, the King of Kings, who is forever victorious. We bow to Sri Rama, who has killed the army of Rakshasas. We consider no one greater than Sri Rama, and we are concerned. Sri Rama, let our attention be always on your being, and may you help us to evolve. Sri Shiva tells Sri Parvati, whoever takes the name of Sri Ram and worships him, with such a person I am pleased. This praise of Sri Ram is equal to the Vishnu Sahasranama, the 1,000 names of Sri Vishnu. Plus the Rama Kavat, written by sage Buddha Kaushika, which is its fulfillment. May be offered at the lotus feet of Sri Ram. Oh. Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo.
Let us enjoy the flood of vibrations that are pouring from our Sahasraras in our beings, in silence. in our hearts there is Ananya Bhakti, devotion, where there is no duality, when we are one with the love of Shri Mataji. And in Ananya Bhakti, our devotion spreads all over the world, so that each and every being aspires to be one with the divine. Om. Now, with the attention in Sahasrara, let us take the last Mahamantra. Om. Vamena Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasra Swami Moksha Pradaya Mataji Shri Devaki Namo Namaha. Drenched in this vibration, let us express our gratefulness by doing namaskar in front of Shri Mataji, raising our kundalinis and take bandhan. Jai Shri Mataji.
रामचन्द्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताया पतये नमः। माता रामो मतिप्ता रामचन्द्र स्वामी रामो मत्सखा रामचन्द्रः। श्रीराम रामेति रामेति रमे राम मनोरमे। सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने। जय रघुनंदन असुर निकंदन जय सिया राम जय सिया राम। घट घट वासी अचल विनाशी सीतापति सुख धाम। जय रघुनंदन असुर निकंदन जय सिया राम जय सिया राम। घट घट वासी अचल विनाशी सीतापति सुख धाम। जय राम 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 जय जय राम जय राम जय जय राम जय राम जय जय राम 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 जय जय राम